Yo escucho Radio Metal Warriors Perú.
Bien. Buenas tardes con todos o buenas noches, según sea. Bien, estamos aquí ya empezando esta edición de Metal Tallán, nuestra edición número 156 o centésima quincuagésima sexta edición. Hoy tenemos una gran entrevista, como tú estás viendo en el flyer, conseguida pues con mucho, la verdad, con mucho cariño. Tenemos pues a Brutal Sphincter desde Bélgica. Esperamos que disfrutes esta brutalidad del día de hoy. ¿Qué más te puedo decir? Okay. Compartan la transmisión y vamos por más. Pues okay, friends, we are in Metal Tallán in our 156th edition of this program, of this extreme program. Today we are going to interview to Brutal Sphincter from Belgium. Okay, we're going to connecting with them, and I hope you enjoy this program. Share this broadcasting. Estamos conectados aquí. Vamos a tener una entrevista muy esperada por todos nosotros. Estamos hablando de la banda Brutal Sphincter. Okay, friends, we are going to get a conversation with a band that we are waiting so much. This is a band called Brutal Sphincter, and now is Germain with us. Y ahora está Germain con nosotros. Hello, Germain.
Hello, what's up?
Where are you now?
I'm in my music room in Liège, so I'm just gonna show you. It will probably be a disaster, my surrounding, but yeah, whatever.
A bunker.
Yeah, not a bunker.
And in which one country?
In Belgium, if you want to see my bass collection.
Wow, your bass collection.
The middle one is obviously Brutal Sphincter one.
Yes. 3,
and
4,
I have obviously CDs.
Your CD collections.
Yeah. And here is the.
And is in the right is acoustic bass.
It's a ukulele bass, but I will resell it because I'm not
ukulele.
using it that much. It's a mix between. I was thinking that I could use it on tour, but my van is too small for that.
When you are in the bus.
Yeah, in the bus, in my car, to be realistic, I don't have enough money yet. We don't have enough money yet for taking our tour bus or something like that.
I understand. Okay, please tell us about what is this? What is that?
No, it's nothing. It's just me with plugging my computer again because I did like this.
Liar.
Nothing more.
Liar, it's a noise band.
Yeah. So you were saying,
You are in
sorry?
in another project?
No, I'm only playing Brutal Sphincter.
Oh, okay. What's the meaning of brutal sphincter?
Well, it all starts from a joke. When I was making my studies to become a social worker, we was studying Freud theories for the 10,000th times at least. And in the child development, there is what we call the anal phase. And the kid is using his sphincter to control his environment, to please his parent, or to oppose them. When it was like 9-10 years ago, said, yeah, if one day I start a go-grind band, I want to call it Brutal Sphincter because it's funny. Here it is. So for those who don't know, what is a sphincter is the most popular sphincter because there is few in the body, is the one in the asshole who allows you to hold your shit into your butthole.
And the name, when I read the name of the band, the mass of people relate this name with the kind of music that you make.
Go grind.
What kind of music do you do? You make?
We are making let's say groovy go grind with death metal influences. To be simple.
Yes, excellent. When brutal sphincter starts?
I started to have the idea to create it in 2012, but I consider that the official start of the band was the 1st April 2013, because it was the release day of our demo. And after that, we start to make promotion. We start to create a Facebook page and blah, 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 blah.
Yes, and a lot of related page. And did you make an split?
What?
Have you ever made a split with any other band?
No, I don't want to make splits. Actually, we have only one demo, but we don't sell it anywhere. You can find it on YouTube. We had one first album in 2015 was being recorded through Rotten Rollrex Record. It's a German label specialized in gore grind and a bit of grindcore. In my opinion, this first album was like the foundation of the band, but it was not really good. There was a lot of things to make more perfect. And then we added our second album called Analu Akbar in 2018 on Rotter Rorex again. And since that album, the band is increasing its popularity. We are obviously working on a third album. It will be different from the previous one, maybe a bit more accessible. But we do not want to make splits because from what I know, from what I heard from the labels, splits are not selling well.
Okay. And between the first demo and called Dirty Jazz Bondage Club.
No, it was the album. We made a first demo in 2013, but it's only on internet. It was to promote, to start the project.
Okay. Dirty Jazz Bondage is a first EP album?
It's the first album, yes.
Your first album. And the second is Anal Wakbar.
Exactly.
Okay. Between the first demo, Dirty Jazz and Anal Wakbar, you find a growing about the band?
Yeah, my vision changed a lot since the beginning. In 2013, I started to make this project because I was wanting to play something extreme. And a bit like a joke, I never thought that I could play the biggest metal festival in the world, like Hellfest or Metal Days or whatever. Then from 2013 to 2015, I wrote the first album, and I was really under influence of well-known gore grind band like Last Days of Humanity, G-Guy, and things like that. But at that moment, on the first album, we were only three. Me as a guitarist, I changed to bass later. A bassist and one singer, and the bassist was making the drum programming. We had a fucking lot of lineup changes through the year. It's only since 2018 that we have a stable lineup. So yes, on 2015, we released the Dirty Jazz Bondage Club, and for the second album, we changed our view. The lineup was different as well, and we were wanting to stop making a simple porn grind, because I think that most of the time the titles and the lyrics, if there is, because there is not always lyrics, are fucking boring. In porn grind, I don't know. I don't even know the title tracks of my favorite bands. It's like, I don't give a shit. And we start to joke about politic facts or cultural facts, because it's triggering way more people than making joke on porn or whatever. And this is why we called our album Anal Wakbar. There is a real concept behind. Actually, it's a lot of satire. Musically, I try to be more structured, to use more chorus, to always keep the same tempo, to always be with regular bars.
Jak jste mohli slyšet, je to pořádná porce gore grindu, jsme rádi, že jsme tady. So the next band is from Belgium, and they've been around for 6 years, and this is the very first time at the Obscene Extreme. So enjoy, very nice gore grind. This is Brutal Sphincter!
Good morning, Obscene Extreme! How the fuck are you doing? Come on, we want to see you dancing. Let's go, stop! This one is cool. Each of us
regular bars. It means counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the first album, it was more messy with sometime 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it was maybe losing some groove. And what I can say for the next album that we are creating at the moment with my guitarist and my drummer is that the songs will be quite long, considering that we are playing gore grind. It means that the average time that we will that all songs is around 3 minutes, 3 minutes and a half. We would like to stay gore grind, but to step out a bit of it, to be allowed to play with bigger audiences and maybe touring with death metal package. So the approach for the third album is also different than from the second, even if we will the second, sorry, even if we will keep this political approach and those trolls.
Okay, this is en Anahuac bar, más more political conception, no?
It will be in the same line. It's more the political because we are more trolling that really saying we are lefties, we are righties. We prefer to troll and trigger people. It's funny.
It's a lot of. I love to talk about the political inspiration in the world. I'm talking about that in pandemic that starts in 2019.
Yes.
Many bands can play in concert. The concert was canceled. The distribution on physical distribution about their CDs, cassettes, vinyls, and the cost was so high, so expensive too. But any other band made some virtual festival or live streaming or making music or splits. What was the situation for Brutal Sphincter?
Well, as every band who was playing quite often, we lost a lot of gigs. We have been postponed forever. Nevertheless, we still had the occasion to play the past 2 years, really few shows, but we had the occasion. It was quite a depressing period, but now we are getting over it with the vaccine and the opening of the clubs. So it makes me hopeful. During that time, we wrote songs for the third album, as a lot of bands did, even if we are really slow. And I also refocus on my marketing and my communication techniques, because if a band want to succeed, the music is not enough. You have to think about the marketing, the communication, about branding your band, to show who you are, to create a fan base, to create people who wants who needs to relate on you, who wants to have fun, to improve their days, etc., etc. So at the moment, I'm managing, let's say 60-70% of the band. Is one of my big focus, and I'm even reading about marketing techniques, etc., etc.
Okay, these many things that occurs in pandemic, like depression, jobless, fear, deaths, and divorces. Maybe those things is going to inspire rural sphincter in next release.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, there was, of course, a lot of political mess, but do we want to make money out of coronavirus? I'm not sure. We would just like to, we maybe have an idea for a title. It would be Anti-Vax Life Matters. And it would be actually a fucking troll for the people who thinks that vaccine can cause autism and shit like that. I mean, not especially the people who are refusing the coronavirus vaccine, but the one who refuse every fucking vaccine because they think that the government will track us or thing like that. Yeah, there is a lot to troll about, but I don't want to focus too much on this point for the album because I heard enough about that shit. I can't stand it anymore. I want it pass, and I want to go forward and play music, find new concepts, making the band more popular, and touring in Europe first. And if our budget allows it, we would like to go to United States or South Central America, whatever. But the problem there is the budget.
Okay, it's a special situation for all people, maybe sad and economically so difficult for over the world. And in this situation, a lot of politicians earn so a lot of money about this buying vaccinate, for example.
I don't really see the advantages that most of the government would have out of the coronavirus, except having an abyssal debt. I don't see it. After, yes, there is people who have benefits from it, like the Amazons, the shipping services, like the pharmaceutical lobbies, of course. But for the government, I'm not sure, but I'm not an expert at all. So I'm always open to discussion, and I never think that I have that I'm the right one and the other are wrong. But I don't think it suits them. It's just losing money for everybody, mostly, as I said, mostly.
It's usually maybe that they make these things. Okay, let me share my screen, please. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Let me know when you see.
I see you above
my screen.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Okay, friends, we are watching the fan page of Brutal Sphincter in Facebook.
Yep.
It starts with a great pic. I love that pic.
We made it not that long ago with some concept.
Why?
It's just that let's say now it's maybe 6 months ago. We decided to make a photo session
Yeah.
because I was wanting to put the other band members. The other band members more in front of the public. I was thinking about communication strategies and etc. Because I'm gonna suck my dick by saying that, but I'm the most popular band member in the band, and the other were needed to brand about the band. So each member has a specific character that is related to private joke in the band, actually. To be quick, if you are scrolling through my Facebook, you will see, for example, a picture of me having a lot of sperm on my face. The sperm is, in fact, Gaviscon, obviously. And it's just that I'm always saying that I'm sucking the promoters to have show, because actually this is mostly how the music industry works. If you see the guy in the middle, we call him corde sensible. So if I translate it in the sensitive string, because it's our guitarist actually is quite someone intense, a bit nervous, and each time that he is going on stage, or at least each true show, is breaking a fucking string. So corde sensible in French is an expression to say someone who is quite nervous, intense, but it's also because it's breaking all the time his strings. If you look at the right one, it will be the last example. You can see a picture of him also on the Facebook feed, where he's recovered in the dirt, etc., because he's always speaking to me about money and that we should increase our fee and blah 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 blah. So we called it Gold. You know, the character from Disney, maybe, is the duck, who is always fucking poor and grabbing for money. So we try to make fictional character inspired from truth to each one of us.
Okay, this is your your last release.
Yeah, and I think the third one is not ready at all. We have maybe the ARF, and we are fucking slow writer. It should be good.
What's the meaning of this cover art?
Okay, so Analu Akbar, the concept came from a joke. It's one of our singer. One day he made, we should call one of our songs Analu Akbar. Ha 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 ha. And we were like, oh yeah, it's so funny, blah blah blah. And a few years later, I was thinking about that. It was during the period where there was a lot of terrorist attacks, and we were starting to turn political. And we thought, yeah, actually, it could be cool to call it an Al-Wakbar. We were a bit frightened of using that title, because it's quite aggressive. But at the end, I don't think it's that much of a risk, because Muslim people are the first victims of the terrorism. If you are looking to Syria, if you are looking to Iraq, if you are looking to all those Middle East countries that are the first victim of the terrorism. So what's our chance as Belgian that someone will come to Brutal Sphincter, read this, try to find our address, and kill us? What the fuck? So we decided to call it. It was the start of the political. And if you are looking at the cover art, it's in front. You can see two Muslims flying away from the terrorists from behind. Actually, the terrorists from behind are representing Ben Laden, Boko Haram, the new Al Qaeda, etc. There is explanation in the album about that.
Okay.
So actually, we are not at all against Islam or refugees or whatever, but we are making really hard joke, but we are trying to build a concept behind. Myself, I'm working with refugees. It's my full-time job, and
Yes.
I like it. So whatever.
Yes.
One of the example there.
When I see the first time this pic, I think these four people is like the people was make their face in a mountain in United States.
Yeah, the Mount Rushmore. It was the idea.
Yes. The founders of United States, I think.
Yes, and here is the founder of terrorism, a part of them at least.
Yes, it's comparison, no?
Yeah, it's I had this idea and I thought that it was quite cool. So I'm really, really happy about what the illustrator made. The name is Dammerhart. And yeah, it represents what I think in the end is that the Muslim are the first Muslim or other. There is not only Muslim actually in those countries are the first victims of terrorism, and that they are flying away from their country because it's at war, and it's represented by the fire behind, and behind the fire, the instigator of it, the one who started.
Okay. And you know that the FBI and CIA is related with the Al Qaeda because they training them when Afghanistan was invaded by Russia.
Yeah, in Afghanistan, but here is other countries. It's not even related. The Taliban remains in that country. Yes. They are not trying to go out of Afghanistan till now for most of the time.
Yes.
So yes and no, but I'm not enough an expert about that to talk the truth, maybe, or to give straight facts.
Yes, and the situation, and the situation of Afghanistan is Al Qaeda take all the country.
I don't think that Al-Qaeda and Taliban are the same.
Taliban. Taliban.
The Taliban
Because the United States force is going out.
I mean, the Taliban are radicalist, of course.
Okay.
But I don't think, I'm not 100% sure, I prefer to say it, that they are always related to Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda are making terrorist attack, and I think that Taliban...
Yes, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Taliban is people who lives in Afghanistan.
Yeah, and I think Taliban means students, something like that, in Arabic.
Al-Qaeda is the terrorist movement.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Let me show more. Okay. And you are in different social media.
Yes.
Twitter, for example.
Yeah, I created like a few days ago, actually. We have a shitty...
Recently.
This picture is from Metal Days this year.
This year?
Yeah, it was this year in Slovenia.
Wow. Excellent. At the end of your playing?
Yeah, at the end of our playing. It was our biggest show to date. But in 2022, we will have bigger.
Excellent. And the next social media is Instagram.
Yeah, we have it since longer. There are a lot. I love that pic. Yeah, it's me.
Congratulations about your wedding ring.
And as I was saying, my wife from Costa Rica.
Where are you in?
We just get out of the marriage office.
Hey, I want to see something. This one's called The Art of Squirting. Come on!
This is the celebration of our alliance, because we start the relation right before the pandemic. So in December 2019, normally she had to join in June 2020. It was impossible. So we made strategies to make her pass through UK, and then she joined Belgium. And here, that 16 October, it was exactly 1 year that she arrived in Belgium. Yeah, and for the little anecdotic side, I met her at Obscene Extreme.
And the music was? And the music was?
It was Obscene Extreme. It's grindcore.
It's
the most popular festival.
Your wedding day?
Oh, no, not on my wedding day. Actually, it was quite funny on the wedding day because she didn't know what to choose, so I didn't want to impose her something. And one of the guy in the commune said saw that she is a Latina, so she puts like horrible reggaeton and another style of music, in Spanish, like your pop music actually. And it was the lyrics of the song was, yes, this is not love, this is an obsession. And shit like that, but yeah, whatever.
She loves grindcore too?
Yeah, this is how we met, Obscene Extreme.
Excellent. Wow.
This is when I was playing there.
The best couple.
One of the few who met there. We are not the only one, actually.
Is unique. Okay. You can see a lot of excellent and funny pics. Okay, recent pics. Okay.
Those are recent pics. It's
recent.
the last 2 months, 2 months.
Recently.
Actually, till now, our Facebook is the most active channel. There is literally everything.
In YouTube?
No, in Facebook.
Oh, in Facebook. Yeah, okay.
But Instagram, we start to have quite a good one.
Spotify is recently too.
Yeah, we try to jump in the trend. I mean, the trend is not really a trend now, but the streaming market is getting bigger and bigger. And personally, I think that most of the grindcore band or gore grind band or extreme metal band underground should go on it. They should go on it, but they do not do it. They're not doing it. I don't know why. For me, it's quite stupid. It's like they're saying.
Yes, I give you congratulations for the band because you are in several social media.
Yeah, it's important.
And you have to know that young generation, young people don't collect CDs, tapes, or vinyls. They only hear music in social media. Yes.
Yeah, mostly. So it's I cannot position myself for what was before. I
about
mean,
this.
In 50 years ago, I was not born, so I cannot really shut up. But about this, yes, the young generation, who are now adults like me, are more into streaming, and is turning more and more into streaming, even if I think still a good part of it, at least for the metal scene or the extreme scene, are still supporting physical releases.
Yes.
After, as I was wanting to say, I think it's a mistake for some bands to refuse to upload on Spotify, on other, because most of the time the argument is, they are not paying us enough for what we are producing. They're paying shit. I will not say the opposite. But when you are listening to your music on YouTube, are you fucking paid? No. Before streaming, what was it? Illegal download. So what was? It's still like a little improvement, and it's the access to culture for a vast part of the population.
And what do you think about the technology in music? For example, the use of a QR code, or maybe holograms. Are you thinking in using that?
Yes, we are already using QR. It's quite real as a gore grind band, but we really want to success, and I think it's like do or die. If you're not following the new shits, you will be dropped somewhere behind. So you always have to be up to date. And one of my next steps, after setting the ads manager on Facebook and things like that, it's really fucking complicated, is to jump on TikTok. I don't really like the social media, if there is good content from a part, but the main problem now for TikTok is that I don't have a fucking inspiration that I have to jump in, because I could earn a lot of new listeners, while the Gen Z, or so for the 14 to 24 is one of the most popular social media. So we try to be everywhere.
Excellent. I want to go to your Bandcamp. Yes.
Yep.
Your Bandcamp. Your Bandcamp are your two albums.
Yeah.
The Bondage Club and Anal Walk Bar.
Yep.
And the demo where is?
We don't put it. It's too low quality. It's like
Why?
just go on YouTube. It's there. I mean, on .dj's Bondage Club anyway, we put the demo at the end. So you have it by listening .dj's Bondage Club.
Okay, there is in YouTube too. Talking about YouTube, I find this recent video. It's excellent. It's so funny. I want to be there. The people is so enjoying your.
If you want a funnier one, we made the biggest psychopath into Metal Days on the song "Make Gore Grind Great Again," and it's also on YouTube from this festival. The people made a huge psychopath around the sound engineer. It was really cool, but we had a fucking lot of fun.
This metal days, where was celebrated?
It's in Slovenia. Actually, it's the biggest metal.
fucking crazy. You guys are crazier than us. We got some fucking
Biggest metal festival in Slovenia, for those who don't know, is center east of Europe, or let's say southeast.
In the middle of the forest.
Yeah, in the middle of the forest, it's in the mountain. Actually, here it was a special coronavirus edition, and next year they are starting again with the regular edition. It's around 12,000 people, and it's happening during 5 days straight.
Wow, it's a lot of people.
Yup.
And it rains so hard. I see.
Mm-hmm. But we just avoided. When it was on the morning, it was a catastrophe. But yeah, happily, it was a good time when we played.
Yes. Slovenia. And this is the other?
No. Here is not the other. We uploaded 3 videos from it.
Of this concert, this fest.
Yeah, of this festival.
But in this video, in this song, people sing the chorus of the or the name of this song, "Raped by Elephant."
Yeah, it's a cover song from Tosofok.
And they are making like an elephant.
Yeah, we asked them because it's stupid move, so we like people were already motivated, so it was like, yeah, you have to be an elephant in the pit, that's all.
Wow, it's a crazy people. They are enjoying so much about your playing.
It was a party gig.
Excellent. You make that.
Yeah, my favorite gig till now that we played, I mean.
Excellent. Let me return to Facebook, social media. This is the next concert.
No, it's one of the next concerts. Actually, I'm trying to publish 1 time a day on Facebook to keep the flow going. Here is a concept tour that I made, always with Lengchi, with Death Growing Legend from Belgium, and CR Butcher on the right side of the screen, with playing brutal death metal, and the purpose was to make a corona-proof package and to promote extreme Belgian metal in all the districts of Belgium. There is 9, and we will have around 7 shows in Belgium. So we just want to promote it.
Wow, okay.
So it's one of them.
Did you release your last album in t-shirts?
Yes, in t-shirts, you mean?
This is meme.
Yeah, we are making a lot of memes. It's viral, so I'm trying to make one per week.
Oh, excuse me. You say me. There is a t-shirt about your last
album. Yeah,
release.
Yeah. There is one. It sells really well. Actually, you can see it on the Bandcamp.
There's a lot of pics.
Actually, speaking about merch, I know that for South American and Central American, it's hard to get real merch of bands. So if any producer listening to us now, they can contact Brutal Sphincter page if they want to produce T-shirts, and I can send them the design. It's no problem for me. We will not ask for a lot, as long as we can spread our popularity. I know that we will not sell in maybe in Peru or things like that, because it's maybe too expensive with the shipping and everything.
Yes. Have you ever played in Latin America?
No, because the problem is that we are not rich at all. I mean, to come to South America, it would cost to us minimum 3,000 euros for the 5 band members plus the instruments. Then we have to pay for the gas, rent a car, etc., etc. So it's a lot of fees.
Yes.
So we would like to. I would really like to, because I think that Latin American people are really receptive to that kind of music.
We love so much your music.
But the only problem for us is money-wise. It's like really difficult for us to put this amount of money out of our pocket.
And you have to play in Costa Rica first.
Yeah, I have contacts for there. I could go to Mexico too, but
yes,
the problem starts again. For me, I could pay for it. I have a good job, so I could make it. But for the other in my bands, they are more broken than me, so it makes the thing impossible till we have to be more popular and to be sure to enter a fee to come. I think that's basically the problem.
Maybe in another occasion.
Maybe, I hope so.
Okay, wow, excellent. It's a lot of pics.
Yeah, we are trying to keep.
Your wife take these pics?
No, she's with me since 1 year in Belgium. We know each other since 2 years now.
Before pandemic.
Here is always photographers, and then we are re-uploading them, etc., etc.
Okay. Okay. Let me play a musical game. Okay. Okay. You thinking about it. You receive a text message from emergency nuclear emergency, and you have to go to a bunker in only 5 minutes. And you have the opportunity to carry with you with 3 albums. Which ones do you choose?
Well, I will just give 3 like that. So my favorite band is metalcore band, actually, is Architects. And my favorite release is Holy Hell, so I would take it anyway, because I can listen it like forever.
The first. The first one.
Yeah, it's the first that I would take. I would probably take 1 Giga CD, Katana OG. I really like it. And I will be disappointed anyway in my choice because it's not, let's say Last Days of Humanity with
Last day of humanity.
indigestible aims of superation, something like that.
Two things that you carry in that bunker.
What?
You have the opportunity to carry with you two things more.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your bass or your ukulele.
I would say that first I would take my wife if we consider her as an object. And second, my chihuahua.
No more.
You say two, so.
Yes. Okay, my friends. Your last words, please.
Well, but thank you for inviting me. As I said earlier, if any people want to make Brutal Sphincter merch, just drop a message on the page. We would like to have more following in Latin America. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media: Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, etc., etc. That's all.
Thank you so much, Jermaine. Don't forget to let us know about your releases and concerts and maybe another news about the band Brutal Sphincter, please.
You will see everything on the social medias, everything.
Excellent.
You cannot miss anything if you are following.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Raped by elephants.
Bueno, hemos llegado al final de esta edición y esta gran entrevista con Brutal Sphincter desde Bélgica. Espero que les haya gustado y bueno, nos vemos el próximo martes con más ruido. Okay, friends, we are at the end of this edition of Metal Tallán. I hope you enjoyed this interview with Brutal Sphincter from Belgium. We see you next Thursday with the next Tuesday with another version of Metal Tallán. Bye.